Hi everyone, I would like to share about Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act again. In this video, I would like to share about the requirement for the compliance. When you supposed to comply if you're affected by the act. So I'm talking about energy consumers. Okay, for energy consumers that are using energy more than 21,600 gigajoule per year. Okay, thermal and electrical energy total. If you're above that, you'll be affected by the act. Okay, so when do you need to comply? Okay, the act has been effective from 1st January 2025. So from January 2025 until December 2025, so 12-month period, say no legal compliance yet for any consumer, because Energy Commission has to wait for 12 months or 1 year to confirm who are affected energy consumers. So no compliance requirement until December 2025 from January. Okay, and then you will need to comply upon receive the notice. So Energy Commission will issue the notice the earliest next year. When? January, February, March, I don't know. But of course, after the 12-month first year, okay, they will confirm who are affected consumers, energy consumers, and then they will issue the notice. So only upon receive the notice, energy consumer affected will have to comply to all the requirements. Okay, once you receive the notice, from the date of the notice, you must appoint a registered energy manager within 3 months. Within 3 months, okay, 3 months from the date of the notice. You can appoint first option. Okay, you must appoint. Ideally, you must appoint your employees who has the registered energy manager certificate. Okay, within 3 months. At the early stage, Energy Commission will give an option. If you don't have anyone within your company or among your employees with the certificate, registered energy manager, you can appoint the external registered energy manager or RAM up to 3 years. Up to 3 years. So you have to apply that, you want to use external registered energy manager or RAM on up to 3 years only. After 3 years, okay, after 3 years, you are expected to appoint your employee to become the RAM for your organization to comply to the legal requirement. That's the first requirement to comply, 3 months. Okay, and then after the same notice, the date of notice, okay, you must, from the date of the notice, the same notice, you must conduct your first mandatory energy audit by the registered energy auditor. This energy audit is required to be conducted every 5 years. So you must conduct the first energy audit, the 5-year, once in 5-year energy audit, okay, within 12 months from the date of the notice. Okay, that's the second requirement. And then the third requirement you have to comply is, okay, the energy consumer must develop the energy management system, okay, from the date of the appointment of the registered energy manager. So from the date of the appointment of the registered energy manager, the consumer must develop and implement energy management system within 12 months. Okay, within 12 months from the date of the appointment of the registered energy manager. So have another 12 months from the date of the appointment of the energy manager. Okay, after 12 months of the appointment of the registered energy manager, the consumer must submit their first annual report. Okay, the first energy efficiency and conservation report to Energy Commission within 30 days. Within 30 days after the 12 month of the appointment of the registered energy manager. So that will be the third requirement. So basically, you have to meet, if you are a consumer affected by the act, once you receive the notice from the Energy Commission, you must appoint a RAM within 3 months. You must conduct the first energy audit within 12 months from the date of the notice. And then you must develop energy management system, okay, within 12 months from the date of the appointment of the registered energy manager, and then you must submit the energy efficiency and consumption report, okay, 30 days after the 12th month of the appointment of the registered energy manager. And then this report must be submitted on annual basis once a year. Okay, all the reports, okay, on the appointment of the registered energy manager, the function and duties of the energy manager, and then the requirement of the energy management system, and then the requirement of the energy audit report, okay, and the requirement of preparation of the energy efficiency and conservation report, all must follow guidelines that issued by the Energy Commission. And these guidelines now have been published by Energy Commission from January 2025. So that are all requirements that any consumers affected under this act must comply. So in general, okay, this act doesn't need any transition period, because before, okay, to my understanding, before Energy Commission can come over and check your compliance, okay, from the audit, from the energy from the effective date of the act, which is 1st January 2025, until the fastest submission of the energy efficiency and consumption report, okay, at least affected consumers, whoever received the notice first, okay, at least my assumption, at least you will have at least between 27 to 28 months, okay, to comply, to ensure compliance. So you will have about almost 3 years, okay, 28 months, okay, for you to comply to all the requirement. So I believe, okay, that should be sufficient time for all affected consumers to comply. So I would expect after that period, if Energy Commission, okay, come over and do the compliance inspection, I don't think they will entertain so much excuses for not complying. Okay, after all, if you start to manage your energy now, conduct the energy audit now, okay, you will have all the benefit to enjoy. Not to the government, not to the commission, to your company. Okay, so that's about compliance deadlines, what you need to do if you're affected by the Energy Commission. Because Energy Commission has published the act, they have published the energy efficiency and conservation regulations under the act, they have published all the guidelines to guide you what to prepare, what to comply, what I mentioned earlier in this video, okay, all the requirement for the function and duties of the registered energy manager, requirement for the development of implementation of the energy management system, all the elements, okay, and then the requirement for the energy audit report, and also requirement for the reporting purposes. All the guideline has been published by Energy Commission. If I were you, okay, as a consumer, I will make sure somebody, my company, okay, study those documents and understand it, okay, get the right interpretation, and then try to start to prepare from now. Especially, you must look into who will be your registered energy manager, because in this act, the energy manager, the RAM will be playing very significant role to ensure compliance, okay, to ensure compliance, because one of the key duties of the registered energy manager, there will be the one is expected in the act to lead, okay, in the development and implementation of the energy management system according to the guideline. They are also expected to prepare the energy efficiency and conservation report. So if I were you, energy consumer, okay, I will start to look who will be my registered energy manager to comply to the legal requirement, because that will be his or her duty to ensure compliance on behalf of the energy consumers. That's on requirement for energy consumers according to the act, to my understanding. Okay, if you have any query, you can always send me an email or send me communicate through the phone number that I share in the screen. Okay, see you again in the next video on the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act.